Yep, sounds good.
We are live, boys. Well, welcome, Brock Rinkemeyer, Brad Jelinik at the Tanks here with Tom Lloyd Jr. Wanted to welcome these guys in. These guys are some local hammers. Brad's got some kiddos running around, so he's gonna be a little bit distracted on us this evening, but that's okay. We all got families, and that's all good. And if they get out of hand, we'll send them over to Uncle Brock, right?
Yeah, he can
Right
babysit
on.
him.
Well, everybody knows these two, but real quick, just Brock, you guys want to give us a quick little rundown, who you are, where you're from, that sort of thing, and we'll start with Brock.
I'm Brock Rinkemeyer, and I am from Warsaw, Missouri.
Warsaw, Missouri, home
Truman Lake.
home of the Truman.
I
And
know
Brad?
what that was.
I'm Brad, and I'm also from Warsaw, Missouri.
Right on.
And then
Right on.
this is Everett.
What's up, buddy?
He's also from Warsaw, Missouri.
That's good. That's good. Well, right on. Well, these two gentlemen this weekend, as it says in the title there, just finished off, won the Joe Bass Championship. So did you guys, congratulations, first of all, on that. Did you guys go through the Truman division to qualify for that?
We went
Or
through all
opens?
over.
Oh, opens? Okay.
So we kind of, luckily, we were able to apply how we did. The first one of the year that we could fish was in April, and I think Brock was on a job site with Pyros, and Harlan fished with me as an alternate. And then the second one, which was the second tournament this year we were able to fish together, was the Joe Bass on Truman. And then he had to go fish one on Stockton by himself. And then I owed him money because he gave me $100 from the house or whatever when we were somewhere. So I paid another entry fee to qualify. And luckily, the 3 tournaments that we fished, our points were high enough to where we could just get a buy-in and meet the minimum requirement. And that's how we qualified.
That's how you qualified.
Yeah, because we're gone all the time. We don't ever get to fish home.
I know. So for those of you that don't know, these two gentlemen fish all over the country, chasing the opens this year. Toyotas, I think, too. You guys both fished?
Yeah.
All of them? Yeah. So yes, traveling all the time, fishing at home when you can. So that's cool. So talk to us about the weekend. As a 2-day event. Talk to us a little bit about how it went and what you guys were able to accomplish. What's that? Rained a lot, yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
Brutal weather. Well, I guess I'll talk about the first day. Brock can talk about the second day. Make it easy.
All right.
First day, the weather, it's been warm for a long time. So the little bit of front that we had rolling, they honestly bit really good. And the weight showed. Like there hadn't been a top 10 on the lake where it was over 16 pounds in a while. And there was, I think like 15 pounds, like 20th place. Like they caught him really good the first day. And we did too, to be honest. We had 19 pounds in 2.5 hours of fishing. And it's tough because the fish are biting so good, and you want to save some for the next day because Truman's not a place where you can just keep fishing spots where they replenish a lot. The population is just not as much. And so we decided to lay off some fish and hope that they would be there the next day. And we kind of fooled around, caught some fish, doing some other things and some nice fish. I think we caught 2 or 3 other 3-pounders that didn't help, unfortunately. But it's kind of part of it. You just kind of got to mill around and try to get lucky and catch a big one. Because our smallest one on the scale was like a 330. Yeah. And on Truman, that's pretty solid all-around weight. Like, we didn't have a fish. I think we had a 4.5 pounder was our big one. So we had good average. And then I think we were just ready to go in, especially after just raining tail off on us the whole entire time. Luckily, I had an extra hoodie in the boat. I think Brock would have cried and made me take him in. He was a little cold guy.
Yeah.
But
well,
no,
it was pretty miserable.
Yeah, it was not fun after noon o'clock. But no, it was a really fun, really fortunate day. Everything kind of just For the most part, the whole entire year has just been a dang grind. So it was nice to actually be able to catch some dang fish where you thought they'd be, and they cooperated for once.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that was kind of the deal. But we caught every fish on some type of worm. I think we caught some on a 10-inch worm, caught some on a divine shaky worm, and then caught some on a zoom trick worm. So we caught all worm fishes on the first day.
why do they bite the worm better than a creature bait? What's the deal?
Honestly, I think they probably would have. It's just kind of what we had tied on, and just kind of what I like to throw all the time. And Brock got tired of going through all my jigs, so he decided to throw a worm. I was standing in the front, and I heard like a worm flying in the air makes a distinct sound.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what it sounds like, but it's got a sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I heard it flying.
Like
I looked at him and said, "What are you throwing?" Because I don't know what normally throws that, and he drags a jig around. He's like, "I'm tired of getting hung up." I said, "Okay."
Yeah. No doubt. Well, cool. Was there, and I won't pick on you too much, but was there a specific color? Did it matter? Green pumpkin?
No.
Black,
What'd you throw?
blue?
Like 4 different colors, Brock?
Yeah. I threw the South Africa special or something.
Yeah.
It's the first,
Right
so you just gotta get what you have.
Yeah. Right. And for those of you that haven't ever been around these guys in the boat or fished with these guys, I got the distinct pleasure of fishing with Brad a few years ago in a little fun derby. And, when we go out in the morning, and I love telling the story because it's hilarious to me. And before we go out that morning for the tournament, I was like, all right, we ready to go? He's like, oh, yeah, hang on 1 second. We got to go run to the truck, and I got to grab some stuff. So I went over there with him, and he grabs like 1 pack of swim baits and a pack of trailers and goes in the boat. I'm thinking, well, he just forgot to replenish. And we get in the boat, and that's literally all he's got. I'm like, how does this happen? All these guys talk about preparation and making sure everything's good. And these two, I'm sure, Brock, you're the same way. I mean, you guys just grab stuff that you think might work that day and go get them. And it's
for the most
totally
part,
cool.
We get chirped a lot because we show up to takeoff right at takeoff. We're not the type to sit there in the water for 2 hours and think about life. So we like to kind of get the blood flow and kind of just get in the boat and take off type thing.
Yeah,
we've been known to reline a few rods at the first spot because we didn't do that before. But I would say the Opens and Toyotas were more prepared.
A little different,
We had our stuff rigged this time, at least the first day. I didn't reline after the first day because I had plenty. Brock probably had to, but
some break-offs. Well,
yeah,
right on. Well, that was good enough for day one. Were you guys were leading at day one, or
no? We were in second, and to be honest, I was rattled because these dudes we got second in a Joe Bass in August, the one that we fished together, and these guys have been catching them, and it's like, what the heck are these guys? Like they'd bring in like 21 pounds for 4 or 5 derbies in a row. We're like, dude, can't get away from these guys. And sure as crap, they're like the last guys to weigh in, and I think there was like 2 or 3 18-pound bags just below us, like solid bags. And then these guys come in 19 and a half, and I'm like, are you kidding me? These guys again?
Yeah.
But yeah, we were in second. We were in a good spot though.
No, yeah, for sure. So before we move on to day 2, what is going on with Truman right now? I know it's been kind of down, prior to this year and kind of last year even. But what's changed? Is there more bait? Is it just better fish? What's different?
Dude, to be honest, I don't know. I feel like the lake has fished the same for a long time, in my opinion.
Well, I know for you guys, but I'm just saying, in general, it seems like there's.
I think it's because the water's been so low the last few years. Like it's usually at 706, but it's been staying there to where a lot of the upper river stuff and everything's like unfishable because you can't get there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it definitely fishes better.
I feel like river this weekend for sure. Like there was a lot of
Brock.
There's a lot of guys that caught him up the river. I feel like.
Okay. Gotcha.
They were I feel like there's a mixture of everything going
Yeah. We'll transition to day 2 then with Brock. Hey, Brad, hit your mute just for a second while he's talking, because it's not that big of a deal. But
Can you
whenever
hear?
he's trying, I can hear you still. Yeah. All right, there you go. Just whenever Brock's talking, it's kind of cutting out the. Yeah. Nope, you're good. I know it's all good. I'm not. No big deal. It'll just be easier if you're going to tell the second day anyway. So, so talk to us about second day, Brock. You guys go out in second place. Obviously, know you're going to win. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Blue. It's so hard to be consistent 2 days back to back on Truman.
Especially with 2 different weather conditions, right? I mean, it was totally different. It was raining its butt off, and then Sunday it was beautiful, high skies, bluebird,
but
all
it was
that good stuff. It was windy.
It was blowing.
Yeah.
So we get out there and we're thinking we're not really gonna catch them on the same stuff, but we go to the same stuff that we caught them on the day before, thinking we left some, and it's just howling on it. I mean, big waves. And we never had a bite for the first 2 stops. And then finally at 10 o'clock, we grabbed one, and just it was funny on the day 2. It was like every time I'm like, all right, let's go. And then we'd catch one. Like we had to really methodically work our little areas that we had and just kept being persistent with our bait in the area.
Yeah, like the first day we caught several off more than one spot, and then the second day it was like we were lucky to catch one out of every 3 stops. It seemed like.
Yeah. It was definitely grindy the second day, you could tell. And then we finally got 5 at like 12:30 or something, 1 o'clock, and we're like, Brad's like, oh man, I'm relieved just getting that 5th one. Like, we've done it to where, catch a big bag and then go out and catch 3 fish. It's easy to do,
right?
But I feel like we just slowed down, and that really helped us.
Yeah, for sure.
Being persistent and just keep
and being confident in what we're doing. Like we knew it was the way to win. It's just
you could definitely go out there and catch nothing doing it.
Yeah.
Sure. Plenty times done it.
Right. Well, again, I'm not gonna press on real specific stuff, but if a guy was just going out to go fishing, not tournament fishing right now this time of year at Truman, I mean, just wants to go out and have fun, catch some fish, what would be like the top 3 things to be throwing right now?
Definitely a worm.
Yeah.
Worm. I would say spinnerbait's gonna get more action.
Yeah, Brock caught some on a spinnerbait in practice too.
Yeah. They're starting to push on like the trees and stuff. I mean, obviously the guys up the Osage caught them pretty good doing their tree deal.
Yeah, it's I think just the waits the first day just shows that there is still a lot of fish in the lake, and then you just kind of got to get some fishy conditions for them to bite. And then another thing I would throw is definitely a square bill. But like if you don't have any experience on the lake, it's really hard to slow down. You can't just sit there and mill around in a small little area and expect to catch much. You have to, this time of year, you're just better off covering water unless you know what you're dialed in on or something. But there's been times Brock and I were doing a deal and it was just brutal, and we just decided to go somewhere in a little bit dirtier water and throw a big square bill and catch a bunch of fish. It's like, why didn't we do this earlier?
Right.
So I mean
what? So selfishly, no, I was just gonna say, I mean, selfishly, I fish the lake a little bit, but when you go to Truman and all these lakes around Missouri, there's really not another lake that's like Truman from the standpoint of just visually, right? Except for maybe Mark Twain. You got all the trees, and like of those trees, I know a lot of guys fish the trees, but is there something that a person, and again, I'm not asking for your juice here, but is there something to start with to be like, hey, we should go fish this group of trees instead of that group of trees, right? This time of year, fall.
Right. It's kind of hard. I mean, I like to zigzag through them, to be honest, like, because sometimes they'll suspend out there rather than being close to the bank on the wood. but I'd like to zigzag through it. Like some people just go in a straight line and say, okay, we're just fishing 10 foot and that's it. I'll zigzag, start at the beginning of the trees where they start, and that's where I like.
Yeah.
Tree edge is a good starting spot.
Yeah. Don't
Like,
overthink it. Like,
super lost in the trees because a lot of them are all the same here. Like they're all just little twigs.
yeah.
Any irregularity in the tree, like kind of note that tree to come back to, kind of deal.
Okay. Gotcha. Cool. Well, that's awesome. What's that?
I said like a big root wad or a rock sitting next to a tree or something. Like just those little differences could be the key.
Yeah. Has top water really fired off over there yet, or not quite yet?
Not
Not
quite.
really.
Yeah.
It doesn't help the lake's low.
I'm
Right.
sure some guys got them on a buzz.
Yeah.
But it's not like, oh, well, yeah, we're for sure getting 5 on a top water. You know?
Yeah. I think it's more of those deals you're fishing and then you decide to throw a top water and you catch one on it versus throwing it the entire time.
Yeah.
For sure.
Opportunistic bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, good job this weekend on that. Wanted to just touch base a little bit on the open season. I know you guys have been out there chasing that all year. You guys both made the EQs, right? If I'm not mistaken. I know Brock, you're doing
Yeah.
up there, but I thought you were in there too, Brad. But what was your favorite tournament of the year up there, and before you got to the EQs, Brock, for you? Didn't have to be the best one you caught them in. Just
Yeah, right. I've been liking Kentucky Lake, honestly.
Yeah.
I think Kentucky Lake. I mean, I did the best there, but I like Kentucky Lake. I would say that and Leech Lake afterwards in the EQ qualifier. That was a good grindy. Like if you caught 5, you're gonna catch 5 good ones, smallmouth wise, up on Leech. But it was grind. That one was a grind.
Yeah.
But I like grind.
Right. What about you, Brad?
I love me some Kentucky Lake for sure. But I would say Rayburn just because you can literally catch a 10-pounder.
Right.
To where that's pretty cool. And I don't know. I just kind of like that style of fishing. But since he said Kentucky Lake, I would say Rayburn for me. They're both really, really fun because Kentucky Lake's got them. And it's been good to us the last couple of years to where it's hard to not want to fish there.
Yeah, it's cool that it's back. It's cool that it's back on a list because there was some time that I definitely thought it was done.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
You can actually
guys
now.
What's that?
You can actually idle around now.
Yeah, exactly.
Carp and whatnot.
Right. Yeah. Did you guys what time of year were you there for the open this year?
March.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
And it was actually freaking horrible conditions too when we were there. I remember it was like 40 degrees and blowing 20 miles an hour to the north.
Yeah. Not ideal. Did you guys catch all smallmouth or did you catch largemouth too or?
I had 4 smallmouth the first day and 1 big largemouth, and then I did not have all smallmouth the second day. I didn't even have a limit the second day.
Dang.
Yeah. I went from like second place to 3 fish.
Yeah, it seemed like
I like to lose them the second day.
On a spinning rod, even you lost them?
Nah, it's not a jerk bait.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Huh? What about you, Brock?
Too risky.
Yeah. What? How did you do there?
I did all smallmouth.
Gotcha. Cool.
No mouth for me.
Yeah. Were you?
They were in the same spots. Like it wasn't like I was targeting.
No, yeah, I get it.
One or the other. Like I caught like a 5.5-pound smallmouth, and then I went 20 feet away and caught a 4.5-pound largemouth. Like it was like they're in the same. They were doing the same thing. You just kind of.
Yeah.
I think Brock, you had largemouth move in on your hole, didn't you, the second day?
Yeah.
Like it's just weird. I don't know what it is. Like why they would take one day over the other.
Right.
And I had a section that I had all largemouth
He gone.
Bodie done turned him off.
Well, right on. Brock, where are you sitting in the points right now?
I think I'm in 8th place.
Right on.
And they take the top 10, so
Yeah.
we're borderline.
Yeah, no, for sure. You're right where you want to be, really. I mean,
Yeah.
you gave yourself a chance, that's for dang sure.
Right.
And you guys are going down to Okeechobee's next. So that'll be interesting. Have you guys both been there, haven't you?
Yeah. He's been me and fished the invitational there.
Okay.
And then that was about it. And then I went down there and pre-practiced right after Wheeler Lake for a few days just to check it out.
Yeah. Gotcha.
The grass is dying, or it's like there's a lot of bottom that has nothing on it for sure.
Yeah. That'll be interesting down there.
Yeah. Could fish very small.
Yeah. Because there'll be quite a few still in it, won't there? I mean, even though there's a lot of guys that are out of it, they'll still probably show
Dude,
up.
Dude, I don't think so. I think there's I already know like 4 guys that aren't going.
Yeah.
So that's what's kind of
both show up.
That's what's kind of lame for me. Like I'm like 20 something points out of the top 10, and if I get like 60 guys show up, then it makes it even harder to make up the gap. So I'm like,
yeah,
that's the one unfortunate part about the way they're doing it.
Is that how it works though?
Yeah. If there's only 90 something anglers in it, so if there's 70 that show up, I have 20 less points that I can try to make up.
Right.
So I wish they would do it differently. I mean, we know what we signed up for, but it's just one of those deals. Like, you don't run into that if you do it how you've done it the last 2 years or previously.
Right. Yeah, no, it's definitely a different dynamic, and it looks like they're going to do it again next year from what I
I don't blame the guys that are 70 points out of it. Like, why would I wouldn't go spend $7,000, $8,000, and the only reason you would is if you feel like you can go catch them there and
get a classic or something. Yeah, especially with it being that far. I mean, that's literally as far away as it could be, probably, except for out west for us. I mean, and especially for them guys up north. I mean, can you imagine having to drive from Minnesota or New York or whatever down to Okeechobee and knowing you don't have a snowball's chance and you know where to make the top 10? I mean, that's just there isn't a whole lot of reason to do that. But I mean, like you said, I mean, the guys signed up for it, and I mean, it is what it is. So interesting. Well, are you guys fishing that next year, or are you going a different route, or hopefully fishing the elites, obviously? But yeah, I didn't figure you did.
Year to year, see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, the schedule's nice. Like, I like the schedule. I don't love the format. I wish that with all I mean, it's so weird. Like, we fished the invitationals, and the first years that we did it, it was like everything we were doing or fishing, it's going down the drain. Like, the entry fees are the same. The payouts are terrible. There's no championship right when we get there. And then now we leave, and then the opens, it's like all the elite guys, there's something going on. And
yeah, I know. I fished with Andy a little bit on Sunday, and he was saying the same thing. Is like he fished the invitationals that year with you guys, or maybe even the year before you guys did, and it was just like, you know, it would look good, and then it looked really bad, and now it's back again a little bit, and the opens are kind of the same way. They're, you know, just very indecisive.
It's kind of unfortunate. Like, everybody's a keyboard warrior, and then how stuff changes off of that. It's just like, dude, this is a very simple game. It's 5 fish, run what you brung, let's go. Out. Like, you can go out there for fun. You don't have to compete against us.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
And like, you know, you get sick of a loser or losing, well, then get the good stuff and beat the guy, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, no, it'll be interesting to see how the rest of it shakes out. And did you guys both make the Toyota championship too? I know you did,
Yeah.
Brad.
Thankfully,
You in
yeah.
that too? Yeah. Right on. So that's coming up. So at least all of us won't have to worry about you guys at Grand for the AIA championship. That's the good news.
Yeah, that's another tournament we keep missing out. We get to fish like one of those a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, it's crazy. And then just the way that all shook out too this year was pretty crazy because the AI championship is the Saturday, Sunday that you guys start practice for the Toyota series. And if a guy like I was right on the bubble of making the Toyota series championship. I got finished 30th. And if I would have made it, my partner and I qualified for the AIA. You can't fish with somebody that's not in the Toyota series, but then you can't also practice for the AIA. So you're not going to go fish that by yourself. Like it was just a whole deal. And now it's like, okay, well, we're going to go fish this AIA championship. And then the first day of the tournament, 250 more boats show up. And then what? It's just
Yeah,
like,
so dumb.
I'm following you, Tom.
what's that?
I'm following you the whole last day of that.
Hey,
you have thousands of lakes to
you
choose
might,
from, and they do that.
Waypoint, beep.
right. Yeah. Well, Brock, why don't you be smarter about this? Why don't you go follow somebody that you know is going to catch them? Don't go following me. I think that's probably not a bad idea, but pick a different horse, bud. But no, it'll be what it'll be. We all know we got to go catch them. Everybody's in the same boat, so it is what it is. But it just, like you said, it is unfortunate. But I'm sure it's all about them Benjamins, and Grove, Oklahoma is loving it. The fact that they got all them boats in town for 2 weeks, basically. I mean, there'll be guys down there all next week practicing for that AIA too. So, but that lake will get the absolute crap beat out of it. So,
I know it's gonna be brutal.
Yeah, as if it wasn't going to be brutal as it was in the fall at Grand anyway. It usually seems like it fishes super small. So anyway, well, you guys got anything else? What's that?
I've been known to catch 0 bass at Grand Lake, so
Me too, buddy. Me too.
it'll humble.
Yeah. Yep, that's for sure. Well, I appreciate you guys jumping on. I'm gonna throw this up on Facebook and let her go, and we'll see what happens. But in any event, good luck. 2 weeks for the Grand Lake Championship Toyota Series. Congrats on the Joe Bass, and good luck at Okeechobee to you both. And hopefully, you guys both jump up there and finish 9th and 10th, or 8th and 7th, or 5th and 1st, or whatever the hell it is. Doesn't matter, right?
Never
Just
know.
get in that top 10.
10th place is all that matters.
That's right. That's right. Well, thanks for jumping on here, guys. I appreciate it, and we'll talk at you soon.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Yep, thanks, dude.
See you guys.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Fucking